What is going on, guys? If you clicked on this video, you're most likely a trader, obviously, and you want to make some good money. So please watch this entire video. It is going to change the way you see the markets. At least it did for me. And it's going to be a super short video. So if you can't stay through this entire video, it should be 10 minutes or less, then you probably shouldn't be trading. Please understand that what I'm about to show you is a super simple way to look at the market, but it just helps you understand a lot easier. At least it did for me again. Kind of how the markets move just by using one concept, which is in the title, which is fair value gaps. I'm going to show you a beautiful entry that was basically completely built off of fair value gaps, and we took this in the trading Discord in the community, and I'm just going to break it down for you using and focusing on fair value gaps and why they're so important in price, and how there's actually two ways to use them, which I use both of them every single day that I take a trade. And you can use them on the higher time frame, lower time frame, every single time frame, because as y'all know, price is fractal. So it doesn't matter what time frame you're on, everything happens on every single time frame and in the same waves, just at different times. So first off, if you actually want to see me break down this entire day trading strategy and even trade live with us for free for a week and access everything we have to offer, me and other guys that trade even better than me as well trade live every single morning, showing everything we do. I'll send you a video of my day trading strategy step by step and a checklist to go along with it. Just sign up on the link in the description and I will send you all of that for free. Now, let's get into how and what we're actually talking about. So my entry model is actually this 3-step entry model, okay? This is a simplified version. I'm not going to go over that in this video. That's why I made the other video. It's literally only a 13-minute long video, so hit the link in the description if you want to access that. But I'm going to dive into how I focus on fair value gaps to actually make money in the market. So the first thing I usually do in the market is I go to the 4-hour time frame. So let's go on the 4-hour time frame and zoom out here, find where we were at. I'm going to delete this, and let's see. So the 4-hour time frame, we're right here. So as you can see, on the 4-hour, we end up gapping up. We have all these gaps right here. And when we get this 4-hour closure, the 4-hour opens at 10 a.m., okay? So the key times to be trading is at 10 a.m. when this 4-hour opens, or at 2 p.m. when the next 4-hour opens as well. So obviously the last 4 hours, so from 10 to 2, and then from 2 till after the market closes. So here we get this one. This 4-hour candle closes above this bearish 4-hour fair value gap. So what does this tell us? When using fair value gaps on the higher time frame, I will be looking for inverses on the higher time frame for bias, as well as just rejections and retracements into fair value gaps. So if I go ahead and draw this out, let me get my box. We have a bearish 4-hour fair value gap right here. We get a 4-hour closure above strong. We're starting to build structure to the upside, so I'm pretty bullish. Now drop down to the 1 hour. Drop down to the 1 hour. We drop down to the 1 hour. This is where everything starts to come together. Start at the high, top-down analysis, pretty much. Y'all probably know that. Now, broke this down into the hourly. What are we seeing? We have this pretty big hourly fair value gap. First we reject it, then we finally break through it and inverse it, and now we get a strong closure above, okay? So we're starting to see strong bullish momentum on the hourly, so I'm looking to take a long in the day, in the lower time frame. So what do I actually want to see? Now, the 4-hour closes at 2 p.m., which is right here. After this candle closes, and now it's 2 p.m., okay? So when this candle closes, we form a bullish fair value gap on the hour time frame. Wow. Now, this one, I don't want to see a retracement back onto, because first off, it is a 4-hour, it is huge. Second off, we have inversed it, so this is not something to retrace into. A retracement would have been an entry off of here, but we're looking to inverse it because we're long. So since we inversed it, I'm not looking for price to retrace into it and bounce off. I'm looking for now more bullish structure to form, and here we get an hourly fair value gap. Now, once we get the hourly fair value gap, I'm dropping down to the 1 minute time frame, and then I scale from the 1 minute to the 5 minute. So once we scale into from the 1 minute to the 5 minute, this might be pretty far back. There we go. Yeah, I'm in my car doing this for y'all, so please hit that like button and subscribe. Comment W if I'm helping you out at all, because this stuff is low-key sauce, bro, to understanding how the markets move. So, like, when you inverse a fair value gap on the higher time frame, it is a good sign that you're most likely going to keep going in that direction for a little longer and target other resting liquidity on the higher time frame, okay? So, we have the 4 hour, we have the hourly right here, as y'all can see. Now, we're going to snipe an entry in the lower time frame using a fair value gap. So I want price to retrace. Here, as y'all can see, we formed the hourly fair value gap right here. Price taps into it. Once price taps into it, we are now in a buying zone, okay? We're now in a buying zone. I want to see price give me every signal to start buying, okay? But I'm not going to do it as soon as we tap in, because that's stupid. We could easily fade this the same way we faded that 4 hour, okay? So I'm waiting for confirmation on the lower time frames. So now I'm going to turn this off. First thing I look for is an inverse fair value gap. But first you draw it out as a fair value gap against your direction. So here I'm looking along. I'm looking for a bearish fair value gap on the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 minute. This is a 2 minute. I can't go on the 2 minute on TradingView because I don't pay for TradingView, because I use DayTrader to actually take my trades on. TradingView is just prettier to chart on for you guys, so I'm gonna use this. But here, draw the rectangle out to hit this one. There's a 2 minute gap. Draw it out. I want to see us displace through this gap with no problem. Here we deliver off of the 1 hour gap. We have a bearish 2 minute gap. We get a 2 minute closure above with this green candle right here. Now, with this closure, entering on that close, and that's all I want to see. Now, this setup actually gave two things in one candle, which was good, but usually you won't get it like that. The first thing I want to see is a inverse. Here we get, once we close above this gap, we have inverse the gap. Successfully, bullish sign. Now, the second thing I want to see is a break of structure in my direction, or a change in state of delivery. As you can see, while we're retracing, we're in bearish structure, right? Bearish structure on lower time frame, making lower lows, lower highs, etc., etc. I want to see us shift, because the first step into entering a bullish trend is price break structure to the upside. That's the first step when a trend starts to the upside, okay? We start making bullish structure. So what do we want to see? We want to see a break of structure or a change in the state of delivery, which are very similar. Change in state of delivery, mainly I look for because the wicks sometimes are super big. Change in the state just means we get a candle closure above the first candle of the last leg opposite of our direction. So the last leg opposite in our direction was this one right here on the 2. And this was the last candle. So we get a candle closure above right here, as you can see. Enter right there. Stops below. You can do it below the gap. I like to just have a really protected low, because usually these moves are big. As you can see, they keep expanding. I'll zoom out real quick for you. We just keep expanding. Even this move was big as hell. So here, first TP, this high, and then you can go for a 1 to 2. I usually go for a 1 to 2 if it makes sense. And there you go. That's pretty much it. Understanding the market using fair value gaps. Again, this is not a strategy video. This is pretty much my strategy, but I don't break everything down. There's other confluence I also use into actually taking trades, but this is just understanding the market using fair value gaps. So holding fair value gaps in your direction is good, and then inversing fair value gaps that are not in your direction is also good. This is kind of mixing in all of that. We saw the 4 hour get inversed, we saw the 1 hour get respected, and then we saw the 2 minute get inversed. beautiful. These are all things you want to see for a long setup. As you can see here, we had another 2-minute gap. We failed to close above it. We failed to close above this leg, so we don't long yet, even though we tapped into the gap, okay? Wait for confirmation. Waiting for confirmation is key. It's going to boost your win rate like crazy. Again, if y'all want to trade live with me and my team every single morning and watch us trade this strategy, and if you want to access the video and checklist breaking down my strategy that I use and other guys use as well, just go ahead and check the link in the description. Trade with us for free and ask us whatever you want. Trade with us, chill with us, whatever you want. And if you have any questions, just comment below or DM me on Instagram, and I'll make sure to go ahead and reach back out to you. But yeah, that was pretty much it for today's video. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.